Hello guys, I'm Mandul Johnson and you're welcome to Mixing with Mandul Johnson. I'm going to take you through my mixing template, my drum mix template with Logic stock plugins. So if you have a live recording, a live drum recording, this is going to work perfectly fine for you. Let's dive in. Strictly Logic Pro. Now before we go into this template, I would like to make one thing very clear, is that there's no fixing that can fix a very bad recording. And what I mean is, you don't record fixing the mix, you have to have a good recording. So a good recording or a good mix starts from the sound source. So if you want a very great kick, you should start from getting a very great kick recorded. So let your kick sound great before your recording. A great snare should sound great before recording. Your drum kit should actually sound good before recording, then it helps. So this is not going to perform magic on any poorly recorded drums, I tell you. But once you have a great recording, you have a great mix. So let's dive in. When you open the template, you have your channels, you have your tracks here, and the first thing you'll see will be the project notes. So you see this is the drum mix template Logic Pro 11 startup guide, and then you have things to go through. But once you click a track and you also click track here, there should be some information. So for instance, for all the sample tracks, you're going to copy in it's going to tell you what to do. So you're going to use your Logic Pro replacement. So Logic has an inbuilt trigger. So if you have an audio file, there's a shortcut. So you see the instruction for what to do there. So I have a drum recording I did in someone's studio, and I'm going to just walk you through how this template works with my recording. So you drag and drop your files, you drag and drop your audio files, and basically what you would want to start doing is to balance out your tracks. Now you'd probably need to adjust your gains for your audio tracks. That's something you would want to do. So this is the first thing I would do. I would just do a basic leveling on this project. So kick, snare bottom, snare top, now I just want us to hear where the toms are. So what I do for my overhead would be, since they are stereo, I just put them at 0 dB. Then I have a bus. So I've routed it to a bus where you control the levels for the overheads. So that's it. Now, let me just turn on the plugins one after the other and all my buses. So I'm just turning on everything. And that's how it sounds. Let me quickly show you how to do the sampling yourself. So this is my kick sample. I'll just delete this. Now, so what you do is you click on this track. That's your kick proper. You press Ctrl D. Logic analyzes it, tries to go through your audio file for you to create a MIDI for you. Now, so I ask it, I want a kick. right? And then I want it to double, not to replace. Then I would preview. Now, if you preview to play it, now you could increase the threshold. Now, when I drop it, this is a live recording. You could hear some of the snares slightly, but then, so if you open the threshold or bring it down completely, it picks a lot. So you want to do it in a way that you see it picks appropriately what it should pick, right? Then I OK it. Now it has done a replacement for my kick. I would copy this MIDI file and I'll drop it down on my kick sample and delete this file. So let's see. But I have a sample sub here. So all the samples are going into a drum sample sub. All right, so just to get this straight, this is the kick. I brought in my kick in, kick out. Now for the kick sample, when you do the sample replacement thing, you want to bring it down to C3, which will be your root note. So let's hear how this drum sounds. That's the sample. Kick out, kick in. Now let's blend them together. Let me bring up the sample so you hear it. Now the gain knobs here, or the gain plugins you see here, are strictly for phase issues. So if you know how phase works, you're going to see that there. Well, and if you have any challenge with that, I'm sure I have another video on drum mixing that you can see how that works. So just make sure you check your sample phases, and that's it. And that is it.